Her Majesty the Queen sadly pulls out of one of the biggest royal events of the year, seemingly at the last moment. But what is going on between Her Majesty's health and, of course, the reason for her pulling out of such, well, a prestigious event in her royal calendar? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. I hope you're well, and thank you as ever today for joining me. It's a bit of sad news really, because we were all attending, of course, that very, very poignant Remembrance Sunday event in the heart of Whitehall in, of course, London. And it's interesting, isn't it, because it's possibly the one time of the year that really does make you reflect, of course, apart from Christmas Day, about life and things that have gone before you and how grateful we should be for those people that have sacrificed so much. This is one of the reasons, of course, why Remembrance Sunday is so special to our glorious monarch, Her Majesty the Queen. Now, we were told, as we told you here on the show a few weeks ago, that this was the one event that Her Majesty truly did wish to attend. And of course, when you think about it, it's something that she's lived through herself. We won't reveal the lady's age, but of course we all know. Now, the reason why she really did want to attend this event is, of course, it's very difficult for Her Majesty, because this is the very first time she will be attending, well, as all of really this year, events without the support of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh. Even if he wasn't at her side last year, he was there, of course, in spirit. But of course, this has created a lot of speculation as to what exactly is wrong with our glorious monarch. Is she more ill, of course, than people fear? Well, let me tell you what we know here so far on the show. Basically, the story given out by the palace is that Her Majesty has a slight, and I use that phrase lightly, slight sprained back. But she has got over the previous ailment that she was encountering while at Windsor and then recuperating over at Sandringham. What's interesting to note as well for Her Majesty is she has very strong health. You know, she is one of these people that seemingly can brush off a cold with a bat of a hand. But of course, as one gets older, things catch up with you. However, a very good royal source tells me this. A very good source within the royal circle tells me this, and this is really what I believe is the problem. Her Majesty the Queen really is, well, recovering from delayed bereavement. This is, of course, when you lose someone so close as she has after 70 years by her side, and then realises that, well, you've got to plough ahead, as the Duke of Edinburgh did advise to her, as you can imagine. What's interesting as well to note is that she'd seemingly got into a very fast and hard work rota. Well, you know, seemingly never stopping, as we saw with the message for COP26, and she'd hoped to attend that event too. It's not just that, of course, it's even harder when your age makes you slow down. It isn't necessarily all about what you want to do, but what your body will allow you to do. And of course, as we know, our glorious monarch needs her rest and, of course, recuperation. But as the source told me, it really is a case of that. It's a case of facing things for the first time alone, and of course, a strenuous year that she's had from just not, shall we say, Harry and Meghan over in California, but of course the ongoing battles for other members of her close family. For the monarch herself, I am told that she does plan to be back actively before the end of the year, and feels it's important that she's seen by her subjects. As we jokingly told you before, that's the reason why she wears such very strong colours. She realises that she has to be seen to be believed. Now, going forward, what we will see are more of our glorious monarch via digital age, as it were, Zoom calls, that sort of stuff. She plans to continue work through that medium for now. But I am told that it's not a serious topic at all. There's nothing for people to be worried about. She is in reasonable health right now, but still continues to have rest and recuperation. And some might say try and recover from, of course, the devastating loss that she encountered way back in the spring. Neil Sean in the heart of London.